Hi everyone, this is Vivian SD Guzman with your My Spiritual Money RX. And today in our show, we're going to talk about the uncomfortable growth in your business. You know that if you are a business owner, there is a tremendous amount of growth that happens in your life and even in the life cycle of your business. So what I wanted to do is really break this down for you so that you understand that in your business, there's such a thing as energy, there's such a thing as you, and then there is your business. And they are all interrelated and interconnected. Because think about it, if you don't have the energy to do what you'd like to do, how are you going to grow? Or how is your business gonna grow? So your business is only gonna grow as much as you grow and expand with it. And because there is a certain energy that fuels you, you need to be aware of what that is. Energy is a huge concept. There's energy around you, right? Like air, water, the earth, and even all of the magnificent things about nature that fuel you as an individual. So if you are not recharged every single day and you take on some of the junk from yesterday, perhaps you didn't let it go, right? Something happened with another client and you had an argument or a conflict and you didn't quite finish that. You didn't resolve that issue. It could be you argued about your pricing. It could be they're not satisfied with what was given, or there was no clear understanding of what was going on. That can cause a conflict, sometimes in between you and the client, and sometimes just within yourself, depending on your values. So let's talk about this uncomfortable growth in business. For those of you who've already reached, let's say, $1 million and more, if you look back at your life, how did you get there? There's some discomfort, there's some conflicts and challenges that went with that. Am I correct? And when you were going through the difficult times, the hard times, and when you were going through almost like figuring out how to make it easier and smoother, how to make it flow, so to speak, check in with yourself. Were you conflicted? How was your brain? How was your mind? Was it clear? Were you clear with your offer? Were you clear with who you want to serve, your ideal clients? Were you clear about the containers you're inviting them to get into? If you are not clear about those things because you're trying to resolve something within yourself, there's like a conflict within you, your clients, your potential clients, are going to be so confused with what you're offering. Because sometimes you say, okay, like in my business, energy work, right? In the beginning, I was in the same boat. I was confused. And that was the reality of it. I was offering chakra clearing. I was offering aura or energetic boundary clearing. I would offer things about emotion, things about psychic clearing, spiritual clearing. It's because my knowledge base is huge. So then I wasn't clear on who I was communicating with. And then when I realized that there was one set of people that were attracted to my type of energy and what I offer, it was about money magnetism or activating their money flow. So then I realized in energy work, that's physical, emotional, relational, and spiritual, right? So money is in all of the different energetic boundaries. Therefore, the offering was that big. But it has to be clear when we communicate, like when we market, when we write our website, when we write our posts. It has to convey to the audience that one ideal client that you're talking to. Because otherwise, everybody will hear you, but then they don't know if you're for them or not. They just want to try. When you start to set a standard that these criteria, this would be what I would be admitting in this container, totally different conversation. So when they reject you, because for them, they're rejecting themselves in qualifying for that container, then you don't take it personally, right? Because they're not ready. It's not they're not willing, they're watching you because they want to be with you, but at the same time, they don't feel they're good enough. There's this energy, again, energy of shame, blame, guilt. There's a lot of energies within them that they haven't resolved yet. It's like an internal conflict. But if they can just figure out that all those doesn't make them undeserving, they have to give themselves permission to work with you, to really be okay receiving what you offer. So if they're willing to let go of their old habits and then bring themselves up to that level in a very fast way, obviously, because for me, it's also about speed. So you don't waste your 10 years trying to figure it all out. Through your experiences, yes, you could do that. But then later it's like, it's too late. Like, how do you apply that, right? When you make a decision means to cut away everything. You start to notice the universe brings it to you, okay? And you've heard me talk about being a generator or being a manifesting generator. You have to wait to respond. Sometimes we're caught up in the doing. We gotta do. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm saying be clear on what you offer and then share it with the public, knowing that not everyone is your client, right? You have one ideal client, and that is the growth. That if you stay in your lane, to be uncomfortable that you're rejected by some and accepted by many is a gift. It is a true gift. My clients have experienced that when they finally accept themselves for who they have become, the playing field is different in a higher plane, right? So when here at the bottom, lots of noise. So you have to be clear and go up that energetic field, so to speak, and really feel it in your system that there's the right person for you, right? So your energy cannot be cluttered. So look around you, look at your home, well, look at your office, look at yourself. If here up in your head, it's cluttered, it's confusing, right? You probably don't even know when you're supposed to offer something and how you're going to do it. But start with yourself. Be in a state of alignment, meaning mind, body, spirit, and you'll see the difference, okay? So let's recap on the things that make your growth uncomfortable, right? So first is your energy, then it's you, and then it's your environment. And that can mean your family, your friends, and all the disagreements or conflicts that you have with one another. So the question is, how can you transition to growth and experience the growth cycles and the growth period of you and your business and make it more easy, graceful, and flowing? So first, you got to take care of you, right? You are the goose that lays the golden egg. So if you don't have a self-care routine to nourish and nurture your own energy, you cannot give to anybody. Remember that again. If you don't have your own self-care routine, you cannot give to anyone with love, with joy, with peace, because you yourself probably are having some kind of a conflict. So here's one thing that you can do, very, very simple. So for those of you who are, you know how you wake up and you have things to do in your head, this is what I do to ground myself really quick and be aligned. So I put my hands together to balance my right and left hemisphere, my brain. I put my thumb against my heart, okay? And then I squat down. I squat down and I just breathe. And feel the alignment of my body from head to toes. Sometimes I do this and take a deep breath, putting the tip of my tongue at the roof of my mouth. And I take a deep inhale as if the energy flows from the earth through the back of my spine to the top of my head. And then the energy goes down in front of my body. If that doesn't do the trick, here's an additional tip. You can put your hands on the ground like so and just breathe. Just allow yourself to feel the energy and the support of the earth. Because when you're not feeling supported, guess what? Your body doesn't feel supported. So if you're able to, I guess, replicate that in your body, right? Like let your body feel like you are supported. Because think about it. If your family doesn't support what you're doing, if your family disagrees with everything that you are striving for, or they may have some negative feelings or emotions about your growth because they're uncomfortable with your growth. They think you're going to abandon them, or you maybe cannot spend more time with them anymore. That's a trigger, especially if family is of value to you, right? So you want to feel good first, like you're really connected to God, universe, divine source, and to the earth, because the earth would make you feel like you're standing on solid ground. So that's number one. That's your self-care. I start my day like that every single day. If you don't, it feels unstable and wobbly. And it feels like you got to do so many things and you don't feel accomplished or satisfied, right? Next, with family, if you know how to communicate with them, meaning, do they want to be informed? Maybe you have to put it on your refrigerator. You know, like write a note saying, this is mommy's schedule for the day or for the week. Have a way to communicate what you're planning so they don't feel lost. They don't feel like they're not part of your life. So if family is of value to you and you want to include your family because they want to be included, you put it up somewhere or put it on a phone, right? Text them and say, this is my schedule for the day. So then they know when to interrupt you, or maybe they need something and they need to communicate with you one way or the other. Be clear about that communication. Now, the second one, right, is your environment. So, how's your environment? It's December. Are you decluttering? Are you releasing anything that no longer serves you? Because you'll also notice that some of your friends, you know, the old friends, they may not agree with what you're doing anymore. Maybe your values and their values are conflicting. That's okay. If there is no judgment or criticism, or you're just happy for your friend, usually these negative emotions are not really present. But if you're trying to change your friend just because they don't spend time with you anymore, then that becomes a conflict, right? It's a relationship conflict. So the question is, are you happy for the growth of your friend? Are you supportive that this friend enjoys what she enjoys and delivers more of her goodies, so to speak, exchange of the goodness in this planet? If you're okay with that, good. Usually the friendship lasts that way. Now, if you're trying to change your friend, just think about that. Is someone trying to change you? Because if they are, you know how you're like, can't you just be happy for me? Can't you just be my friend? right? It's because a friend is there with you no matter what, right? And it's okay to exchange opinions, but at the end of the day, you're still supportive of each other and you're celebrating for whatever it is that your friend is experiencing, right? So we have you, we have your family, your friends. And then when you go out there and share your services, your products with the world, how are you feeling? So if you are pretty neutral and you're okay whether this person is for you or not, right? Because remember, you have one ideal client in your mind. That person is the one that's willing to receive your help, willing to receive the products and services that you offer. And so if knowing that you're not for everyone, that removes a lot of the negative emotions out of the equation, right? So if you offer, let's say if somebody offers you a cigarette and you don't smoke, will you take it? No. But if you are, okay, if you smoke, you'll probably take it, right? Now, what if somebody offers you a different kind of food and that's your favorite food? That's your ideal client, right? That's the one that's like, oh my God, I am so excited that you offer this. So look for wonderful feelings. That's what I would say. Instead of looking at a negative response as, oh my God, they're rejecting me. They're not rejecting you. They're giving you a clear signal that they are not your ideal client. Isn't that like a breath of fresh air? You don't have to like give it to everyone unless you're for the masses. But if you are very clear who your ideal clients are, when you offer, you can see the energy. The exchange is so beautiful because it's a give and take. It's like a dance, like you're just moving with the flow. That's your ideal client. And it's so magnificent to watch. And it's a good feeling because it feels so abundant that the world has so many people, yet there is this one particular person in your mind that would benefit from this service. And I can tell you, when you find them, treasure them. Treasure them, because they will be your mouthpiece. They will be your marketers for you. They will actually tell everybody else about what happened to them because you are contributory to changing their lives. Okay? So, I hope that helps you, that in this growth cycle, the discomfort, that is your sign that you're basically expanding, right? So like breaking the glass ceiling. So for those of you who are earning 6 figures and now you're going to go to 7 figures, that's breaking a glass ceiling because you're going from a few $100,000 to like $1 million. That is breaking something. So as you can see, like if you think of a rainbow around you, the space gets bigger, right? You expand. And you do have to, sometimes you feel this boundary, right? It gets pushed. Your boundary gets pushed. Your buttons get pushed. By whom? Usually your family, because they're the ones closest to you. And sometimes yourself. You start to doubt until you observe that the universe is abundant and there's more people waiting for you. You just have to own your space, be comfortable in your own growth, and you'll see the rewards. And especially now that the universe is changing so quickly, I want you to just receive. I want you to observe rather than judge what's going on as good or bad. It's just that. Receive. Okay? So here's what's gonna happen. I want to show you a clip of our last up level wherein we transformed the mindset, the energy, and the things to do of these people that are up leveling. So if you would like to get 6 or 7 figures with ease, grace, and flow, I want you to watch this clip of our most recent up level 2020 and see what they got out of it. 2020, quarter 4. Release, refocus, and recover. We have Stephanie helping me out with registration. Sarah, thanks for the videos. And we prepared last night. We were here till 10 p.m. I think 10:30. And I'm so excited because people are gonna be up leveling. And whatever doesn't serve them in 2020, guess what? It's gonna go away and just disappear lightning speed, just like that. And we're gonna prepare for 2021 with ease, grace, and flow. So how does it get better than that?
So we just came back from a wonderful, healthy lunch, and this morning was just another amazing half a day, just refocusing and putting our intentions out there, releasing, and talking about how we're going to reward ourselves as we accomplish our goals in 2021. Just hearing everyone's dreams and just expansiveness of what they have, in mind for their future. So I'm so grateful for the beautiful souls that are in this up level in October of 2020 as we release 2020 to welcome in the new year. So blessings.
Hi guys, this is Julian Mactal from Orange, Irvine, California. So we're just done with our up level 2020, and this is actually my third up level. Oh my gosh, I started like March this year, but I'm telling you guys, every up level class or session I attended, it brings me to a different level. At first I started with 3-figure, 5-figure, and now I'm aiming on my 8 to 9-figure. How does it get better than this? Okay, and I'm looking forward to the next up level.
How do I feel now after up level 2020 in October? Oh my God, how do I feel? Lovely. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. My intentions totally got answered. It was a lot of clarity. I received love and I gave a lot of love, and I actually also had the intentions to clear all the blockages so that I can receive all this abundance that I know the Most High has already like promised to me. And you know, we all the ladies, we were just in there talking at the end of the day, and we were just so humbled by Vivian and how she's been so amazing and so impactful and profound in our lives right now. Oh my God, like every time like any of the ladies give their testimonies, I'm like looking at them like, oh my God, me too, because I really do. Vivian is literally just like a blessing from God, like an earthly angel. And I'm just so, I tell her time and time again, like how appreciated she is, you know, within our group, you know, and it's just amazing and so fulfilling.
I would like to invite you to our next up level event on February 20th of 2021. And prior to that, we're gonna do a master class so that you are fully prepared to really be in the event, working on yourself and on your business, and really expecting a different outcome for 2021. Thank you so much, and you all have a great day, and I'll see you again in the next episode of My Spiritual Money Arcs.